Morning. Good morning, early birds. Went to sleep mega early last night. Not feeling the best. I'm a bit snuffly, and also I might mute myself to have a blow on my nose and that. Yeah, early to sleep for me last night. Not feeling the best. Morning, boss. Morning, DJ. So flat out early. I watched The Witcher Blood Origins first, but then flat out early and awake at fucking 3 o'clock. So I've been awake an hour already. Oh. Morning, Len. Morning, Poker. Just excuse me, blow my nose. Yeah, I'm hoping so, boss. I've got half a zoot and half a coffee left, so I'll be making another one in a minute. Looks like the player got played by you know who. She who should not be named. And now he's sitting atop his tump fucking whinging about it. That's all I'm going to say on that, because it's making me fucking giggle. What a fucking hypocrite. Yeah, it's been a mad one, boss. I think I had an early night yesterday because my head was broken because I was on with Andrew in the morning and it was all nice and chill. And then it went fucking tits up on Andrew's and I was modding and the moderating was fucking hard work. Oh, Zero's been kicking off at people on the mountaintop stream. And he's sitting there all hypocritical, talking about it. Oh, there's boss. Well, I know exactly where you're fucking coming from now, fella. And he calls people like us trolls. Oh dear, I don't know. Morning, Tim. Morning, Emery. My back's a bit better, but I'm all snuffled up now. I'm all snuffly. I've got a couple of snot rags next to me. Yeah, proper snuffly. I woke up all coughing and spluttering, but I've been coughing for a couple of days. But because my back's a bit better, I think the cough had caught up with me a bit. And yeah, my back's feeling quite a lot better today. Actually, I think it's because I got my head down early and I had a couple of hours on the settee watching telly, which I wouldn't normally do. I watched. I think I'd watched an episode and a half, so I watched 2.5 episodes of The Witcher Blood Origin, which has got some shit reviews on Netflix, but I enjoyed it. I've got to be honest, I enjoyed it. Yeah, we got either some early birds or some dirty stop outs. Good morning, the 10. Good morning, the ghosters. Yeah. He's a player and he's been played like a little fucking fiddle, which is summer. Even though I've had, I was on sort of decent talking terms with a certain person, I worked her out from the first fucking minute. Oh, fuck, guy. Tim, you're a dirty stop out. If you've been up all night, you're a dirty stop out. But you're like one of them cats that walks around the fucking neighbourhood fucking when there's a female in season shouting and fucking swearing at everything at 3 o'clock in the morning. then cat noises like the fucking sound like someone being strangled. Yeah, a few dirty stop outs. I was just watching a bit of Julian's. I think he's still going. He was planning on shutting down at 3:30, but just as he was going to shut down, fucking Peter Mellon jumped on, and I think they've been calling him out for an hour or more. Yeah, like I said, you'll have to excuse my occasional sniffling, and I'll mute myself to blow my nose because it's going to sound awful because I am really full up. But like Boss said, do me in a coffee should sort that out. Yeah, I like 3:00 memory. I was asleep about 10 and woke at 3, and that's usually my sort of 5 hours is sort of my sleep pattern, if you like. I don't usually sleep for much longer than that unless I'm not very well. Like, morning, Connie. What's going on, Big G? Eat up sausages. What's going on, Big G? Morning, fella. Have you been watching the drama unfold on Julian's? I was watching a bit earlier. It was quite amusing. Yeah, I sort of get about 5 if I go to bed, and fucking hell, less if I dribble on the settee. But after any time I get like a good 7 or 8 hours, as if I've been fishing or something. Just have a coffee and I'll reach for the grinder a minute. Sorry, I was just concentrating on my doobie then. I didn't want to spill any wedding cake. Yeah, it's always the way, boss. Yeah, I will say though that because I wake up at stupid o'clock, I'll have a couple of suits, and by about 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm fucked. So some mornings I'll have an hour about 11 o'clock, quick power nap, nana nap. That's about it. Yeah, I had some wedding cake. No, it don't taste nothing like wedding cake, Emery. And some old school cheese the other day. Which, as soon as I come in now, so my missus knew straight away. What's that fucking smell? I said, I'm hoping Andrew got his head down there early-ish last night. I don't know if he did or not, but I'm hoping he did, and that he's going to be up and fresh for New Year's Eve. Yeah, but he must have been pickled himself because and Amri must have been pickled trying to moderate Andrews yesterday because it was 200 in. Fucking hell. The chat was that fast. You got to be so fucking careful. been absolutely lashing down here again all night. I'm sat by the open patio doors and the sound of the rain next to me. Quite nice actually, and it's not cold. 8 degrees and heavy rain. My computer's saying. I think it's just about spot on. Big up, boss. Yeah, I only timed out one or two Anne Marie and removed a few comments, fracking type comments mostly. Well, Connie's on the old school like me. I've got a bit of wedding cake at the minute, but I've got some cheese, which I was chuffed about the other day. I'm going to mute myself a minute while I blow my nose. You don't hear that going off because it's going to be bad. That's better. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had any lemon. Last lemon I had was years ago, and it came in them little Canadian tins, which were a fucking rip off. But I do think my favourite for flavour and stoned is Super Silver. Super Silver A's. That's my go-to when I go to Amsterdam. It's usually the first or second smoke I have when I get there. Yeah, I didn't mind the Super Silver bubble either. But yeah, I found it a couple of times. I've managed to fucking get decent silver. I don't know anyone that does it or anything because it takes fucking up to 14 to finish, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm still waiting on someone to help me with my sleep. I ordered a few products from Hemp Health, very high CBD content. So I'm gonna give that a go when it gets here from fucking Italy. Later, Tim. Later, Tim. Yeah, nice and chill one. Not expecting to get many in this morning. Maybe if Julian shuts down, but he's probably going to leave Pano and leave Jay-Z and that in charge. And Shuffling was refusing to start live. Yeah, I asked my mate to keep an eye out for anything old school or odd for me, boss. And I had some a couple of weeks ago now. He got me some. Oh, I think it was some chem dog, which was nice, but it is what it is. It does taste chemically. Um, and some ammo, and that was nice for a change. Like, because when it was around before, it was just flooded, and that's all that was around. And fucking hell. Yeah, I'm surprised you can't hear the rain. Someone said the other day it sounded like someone was frying. That's the big droppers coming now off the tree in the yard. And from where I am, I can see a street light, and the rain is actually coming in sideways at the moment. And apart from a little break yesterday afternoon for a few hours, it's been like fucking 2 or 3 days of constant rain up here on the fucking side of the mountain. Morning, Stephen. Yeah, to be honest, dog, I never really did a lot of Star Dog. That was all that was down the valley for me. That's all it was for months. But us up here at the top of the valley, fucking, we were just doing our own. So didn't have much to do with the Star Dog, to be honest. Yeah, my dogs haven't even bothered fucking getting up yet. It's not raining that heavy. They haven't even bothered getting up. They usually get up, go out the fucking dog flat, and come around and come in through the patio doors. But they haven't even done that this morning. They just haven't bothered. They stayed in bed. It's too fucking wet for them. Yeah, got a bit of a breeze coming in the patio door now. The wind's fucking changed direction. I'm gonna have to take a second to share my own stream because I haven't done yet. Morning, local experiment. It's surprising. I was just in my YouTube, man, had my YouTube window open to share the stream, and it's surprising the lag I've got on this fucking Wi-Fi here. Morning, Abra. Yeah, Connie, mine will go out in it. It's just this morning they haven't even bothered. They haven't even bothered. But they are getting to the age where they look out the front door when it's pissing down. I think, do I really want to go? Yeah. Yeah, that's what mine like, Amory. Yeah, it's been a mad one, boss. It's been a mad 2022, and for me, it's gone really fast. Don't know why, I can't put my fucking finger on it, but this year has gone fast. Fucking, I didn't even think of that, boss. It's the last week and break of 22. Big up everyone who's made it through fucking 2022. Except the trolls. And the fabricators of lies. And the marionettes. And the marionettes. Big up everyone, even the haters. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't planning on doing a morning thing this morning, but I thought, fuck it. But there's going to be a shitload of New Year's Eve streams tonight. It's going to be a shitload. But I may not. But I won't be going out for New Year, or I barely fucking see New Year in if you know, in the past, if I'd be gigging, or me and my missus went out occasionally, but on New Year, but now he's staying and probably fucking go to bed before 12. Yeah, I think it's Adrian me, boss. It's Adrian me, it is. Yeah, exactly, Connie. We can be optimistic, but the lie of the land at the moment, with what's going on with the countries that are at war that you're not allowed to mention. Otherwise you get in trouble with YouTube. The Ruskers have been, they've stationed 60,000 men on the Serbian border. So it looks like in 2023 they're going to go into Serbia as a liberating force, or supposed liberating force. And then it will fucking kick off probably. Yeah, but it's yesterday now, and fucking I was 49 yesterday, and I didn't think I was going to make it this far, boss, the way my young life was going, to be honest. I've got my problems, and same as everybody else, but nothing that I'm going to dwell on or fucking cry about for 2023. It's we're just going to have to go with whatever they chuck at us. Cheers, boss. Yeah, that's it. Look, fucking, I get doxed my name. I put my own date of birth out there. I put where I live out there myself. Oh, fucking hell. I must be some sort of lunatic. But I did have a chuckle yesterday because there was someone in Andrew's chat called Ministry of Sadness. Boo-hoo. Fucking hell. You know you made it when people fucking cloning you. Made it where? I don't know. Pits of hell? Stomach of the beast? Because that's what this fucking YouTube is like sometimes. It's like sitting in the belly of the beast, fucking being gobbled up by stomach acid. Morning, Steve. How's it going, fella? Everyone's up and about early this morning. Or dirty stop outs, like Tim liked that one. Dirty stop outs. I dread to think what our next bill is going to be, Marie, because we got a big old gas boiler, and it's not the fucking best, to be honest. So we were going to expect a big fucking chunk on top of the agreed price we got with them. Which they said, well, look, I think it was a monthly. I think they slapped 80 on it, and my missus queried it, and that's British Gas for you. If it comes to it, I will do what fucking people say, and I will be turning, because I've got the old meters, I'll be turning the fuckers around and running them backwards. Yeah, I know. We'll be doing it now, Marie, when I move out of this big ass places. I'll be fucking having somewhere that's fucking well insulated, and it'll be having a solid fuel fucking fire in it. That's for fucking sure. Because at least that's something that I can fucking collect myself. Yeah, he was, boss. He was. Fair play. Yeah, my missus queries every bill of a man, Marie. We take meter readings ourselves, and oh yeah, no, him going on that in that expo, I thought that was a bit much, like, fucking hell. And he won't hold him back either. Andrew's a top lad, but some places just don't go there. Oh, excuse my sniffling. All a bit blocked up again. Oh, nice, Steve. I saw you had one up the other day. Yeah, I'll be on that. I like all that sort of stuff. Yeah, diesel heaters are pretty good, to be honest, Connie. They look it anyway, but like you said, you've got to, the hole you drill would probably be, it's only like an inch and a half exhaust off them. But you'd want it professionally fucking fitted to make sure you didn't have any carbon monoxide leaks from the diesel heater itself. Yeah, but they're hot air blowers. They are hot air blowers. You can actually buy drip feed diesel heaters as well. And they look like a stove. You can fucking cook on them and everything. Yeah, there's the way, boss. We did most of our visiting and shit before Christmas, so been nice and chilled for us since. Apart from my back playing me up, but can't complain really. Got absolutely nothing planned, Steve, for the new year. Nothing at all. I'm a bit snuffly in coffee anyway, so I doubt I'd want to inflict my coughing and that on people and give people the cold. God knows, boss. I expect you'd have to get a registered gas engineer in to test it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Steve. I had an attempted strike again the other day. Well, I'm having them all the time. But I had an attempted strike the other day and had a video age restricted. A video that has been up on my channel for 4 months. And I just re-uploaded it. Well, I didn't re-upload it. I just premiered it as a live. And it was someone attempted to strike it. But all YouTube could do was age restrict it. And they gave me the chance to appeal, but I didn't even bother appealing because the language in the video is foul. So, but it wasn't age restricted the first time around, and it's not been re-edited. So someone complained about it. Someone tried to put in an attempted strike on the video, but I have been I have had multiple threats in chats. My channel's going, so it is what it is. Yeah, I think a carbon monoxide tester should be enough, boss, because you can buy them off from wherever and fit them yourself, like to your van or whatever. So I really haven't got a clue. Yeah, I'm not sure what they tried me for, Steve. Maybe copyright, maybe privacy, but all YouTube could do to me was slap me with a age restriction. That's all, because of the language. Yeah, and then that's my philosophy. I'm just gonna do my thing, and if people want to attempt to fucking strike my channel for content I make, then that's up to them. They shouldn't dig at me for nothing, and then I wouldn't have to respond in videos because I'm not going to follow people around YouTube arguing with them on panels. That's not my thing. Like, so I'd rather make videos in response. Oh, fuck me, that's nothing. That is Stephen. Someone's been waiting for something like that to go up so they can do that, dear. Oh, I'll try to be on here then. I'll try to be. I'll try to be fair with everybody, and I learned by my mistakes. Trusting certain people that I shouldn't have, and was letting them on, and all that sort of stuff. But apart from the ones that I've banned from my channel from coming on the panel, I don't have any problems really around the tubes. It's only really the ones I've banned and their little gang of friends. I'm not going to be drawn into other people's arguments. Yeah, I did because Mountain Man wouldn't give me a response. They turned on me. I did jump on Michelle C's and give him a mouthful. Slept on Robert Gamers, I think. I did. I was a bit over the top, like, you know what I mean. But yeah, I won't be doing that again. Yeah, there's just people out there waiting for it, Steve. I've had people. Yeah, I know, Lynn. I know, but that's I apologise to Michelle because that's the sort of way I am and the way I felt about it myself. I was a bit pissed off with myself for doing it. Yeah, there's people out there waiting to strike channels. Steve, when I've been because they can't porn bomb me when I've been racial bombed. Get people in the chat saying reported, and I've started. Well, only one or two. And it's the same person who's now banned. Yeah, I didn't even appeal mine, Steve. I just let YouTube age restrict it. Yeah, I was muted then, guys. I'm out in the back room, and my missus just come out to get her tablets. Nice, Steve. We'll have to get a link up for that. Yeah, I haven't linked it this morning, but I am going to start linking my other channel, my outdoor channel for people to sub to, just in case this one does go. I can't see why it would, unless I get multiple complaints on my videos, because there's not really anything to strike my lives for or anything. A couple of minutes, 5 minutes. I'm going to mute for a minute so I can make me and my missus a cuppa. fucking hell. 4:45 and I'm up doing a live stream. Bonkers. Maybe I should have waited a bit and done a morning 8 o'clock or 9 or something, but supposed to be going out today, so about 10, but I'll see about that one. I'm a bit rough. Morning, Nomad. Alright, I'll go to my YouTube. I'll leave it a minute, Steve, because my YouTube's a bit behind on the old comments, so it's way behind. Oh, that's me. Let's get the chat up to scratch. Yeah, I'll have to wait for my YouTube to catch up so I can link that. Oh, nice one, Emery. No, I don't think anyone enables Andrew Nomad. I think he's quite capable of getting drunk himself. No one enables him. Try and get him off a stream or to bed or whatever, yeah, but I'm still waiting for YouTube to catch up so I can sub to you on that one, Steve. I've got my YouTube window open, but like I said, my Wi-Fi is not the quickest, so it's got a bit of a lag on it. On the second tab. I'll be fucking out with you when I've got my new desktop, which I'm still fucking waiting for. So I don't have to use this laptop for streaming anymore, then I'll have 2 desktops. Morning, Ubers. How's it going? Yeah, that's it. Sooner Andrew gets a decent key worker, the better. Like you said, needs to be someone close. I'm going to be, I don't know, I might even open YouTube music or something. I'm going to be muting myself in a minute. Make me and my missus a cuppa. No, not really, Steve. You just get a bit of grief handling chat, especially when he's on one, but no, not really. No more than he has done. It's just, he reacts to the chat, did he? And he was going off on people yesterday. Yeah, anything to nasty on Andrews. I just decided that I'm gonna fucking I'll remove comment once, and if they do it again, then some people I don't even time out. I just fucking straight block. Yeah, long live. He knows himself. Long live streams ain't the best. Yeah, I know that. I don't do long ones, but when I do a 5 hour or something, I chuff a few doobies. Fucking hell. There's honest comments get left Ubers unless you've had yours removed, but I'll block people if they directly target other people in the chat. Even it's just one of them things. I don't want to see like fucking bullying and that in the chats. Exactly, Steve. I get splinters from sitting on a fence, and I was saying yesterday morning to fucking Andrew and Baron that it's hard sitting on a fence when you got people pushing and pulling you or trying to push and pull you one way or the other. But that don't wash with me. I'm firmly sat on top of the fucking fence like a little fucking robin. I've got no problem with that being said. Ubers at all, none at all. If that's what the evidence says, then I don't know enough about Matt, to be honest, to really comment. Big up the Nomad. Let's get I'm gonna share a screen. Oh, I haven't got my YouTube window open, otherwise I would, boss. Right, that's supposed to be copyright-free music there. We'll see. I don't know who's involved with Matt Ubers. Like I say, I don't really know. I didn't know about him when he was Blackburn Audits at all. I've only been subbed to him for a month or two, maybe. As Blackburn's World. And I found him as a live stream, not as an auditor. Right. What do we want? Yeah, mate, that's a bit slow. Can't tab. Let's go. Load up. I'm back from making tea. Morning, Steve.
Morning, buddy. How are you? I was just seeing as I was on a 7-day ban. I didn't know
Yeah,
whether I
good.
can get on panels or not, but obviously I can. I just can't post a live, can I?
No, no, I don't think you can. No.
Flipping, yeah. All
Um,
it was a guy standing in the queue in the shop, and he dropped a can of Coke on the floor, and
yeah,
the guy bent down to pick the can of Coke up off the floor. The guy stood next
yeah,
to him, went to kick it, and hit the shelf. And then the guys just hit him with the
yeah.
can of Coke, and they put it
That's
down to
ridiculous.
violent or graphic um, content on the short. Man, I've seen a lot worse than that.
Yeah, no, someone's reporting it, haven't they? Straight away. As
Yeah.
soon, you know,
Oh, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, it just goes to show me that I'm down the middle because I'm getting it from both sides. So it just proves to me that I'm just on that path, walking down the middle.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Um, but yeah, I decided to start doing paranormal investigations just as a bringing new content, like new, fresh, original content.
yeah.
And I went
There's
out
a,
with the
there's a
lads.
market for it.
When I went out with the lads the other day, and it's the first time I've ever, you know, um, gone out on one of them investigations, and I edited 2 videos and put them up on my channel the other day, and
Yeah,
it's something I might be interested in, getting involved with, like maybe full time. But I'm going to be going on a lot of them starting from January. So I
yeah.
thought, well, why don't I just open a channel and dedicate it purely for the paranormal investigations?
You might as well. If you've got the time to do it, which you have, it's not difficult to run a couple of channels, is it? It's just updating now and again. The time-consuming bit is content, but there's plenty of places to be investigated and talked about. Paranormal stuff like,
I mean, like that one,
especially
that was in Wheaton Aston, which is like
yeah,
uh, close to Staffordshire,
yeah,
and I can't say the name of the pub and that, but it was a 18th century pub,
yeah,
and the landlady obviously gave us permission, to use all the upstairs,
yeah,
and we realised there was a lot of activity in the hallway outside the bathroom,
yeah,
um, and that's where I asked a couple of questions, and the ball was going like mad, and um, when all the pub emptied, we went downstairs,
yeah,
and that's where you can see the landlady communicating with her dad, who had passed away a couple of years back, and she was quite happy, with that outcome. So what
yeah,
I've done a personal video for her, which was just the part where she was communicating with her dad. I put that on DVD and I posted that to her, so she's got a little remembrance from it.
yeah,
And yesterday, I got in contact with the landlady, and I said to her, can you tell us a bit more info, about the place? And there was a certain name called Wayne that came through, and I said, can you
yeah,
shed any light maybe about that? And she said, yeah, there's a 3-year-old lad called Wayne who died in the bath.
yeah,
And I went, wow. I said, well, that's hence why, we got most of the activity on the hallway and outside the bathroom.
Yeah.
So the evidence we gathered, like during the investigation, actually matched with the information that she had to tell us, like afterwards. And I was pretty amazed at that one.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of sort of paranormal tours and that round by me. Wales's oldest pub is, or I think it's one of Wales's oldest pubs, is not far away. It's about 20 miles, 30 miles, and it's well known for um, people having paranormal experiences staying there. You know what I mean? And they do tours and that now.
Well, to be honest with you, I was a skeptic, and I got asked at the last minute, if I wanted to go along and see what it's all about, and join
Yeah,
in and see if it's something for me. And I'm always been one of them that I'll believe it when I see it, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
And I came away 60%. So when I went there, I was 0%. And by the time I got back home, I was like 60%. Drawn into this, and especially when the lady told us about the 3-year-old called Wayne that had died.
yeah,
We never knew any of that. This is what we found during the investigation, and and it gobsmacked me when she then said that he died in the bath, because that's where most of the
yeah,
activity was. So I'm 60% a believer in it now from 0%. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to this year, with that sort of content. To be honest with
yeah.
you.
That's the best way to go into it is with an open mind, isn't it?
Mm. Well,
I
that's
mean,
what the guy said to me. They said, don't go there with the attitude that you've got on your shoulders now. Keep an open mind, and then let's see what you say at the end of the evening.
yeah, yeah. I just got I wouldn't usually, but I've got to address something in the chat. Jamie, if that's the real Jamie, I can't tell. I haven't got my YouTube window open. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, fella. Steve Farthing is the one that attacked me for no reason, and I've never said a bad word about you ever. So I don't know what you're on about. I don't even know if it's the real Jamie Sawyer, to be honest.
What, Steve? Is he the Mountain Man? Is he, or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Is that the one that
yeah.
had
He's
issues with some other guy about getting
yeah,
kidnapped or something stupid like that?
yeah, yeah. That's the one. He
Oh.
started it. It's about 10 days ago. He started with me. I put a short up because I've been friendly with him, right? I first
Mm.
encountered him on Ronan's, watching Ronan's thing. Um, and I've been friendly with him since. And he fucking turned on me the other week because I put a short up showing my computer setup. And by his reckoning, because I had this computer set up, I should do all sorts of investigations. If he says, oh, this newspaper clip fucking or this documentary, have a look, and I'm on it, and it proves this and that. And I said, I don't want to get involved. It's none of my fucking business. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So he turned on me, and he's been spouting shit for about a fortnight about me.
Well, you
It's a
got
bit
some good mods
pathetic,
there. They
really.
they, they would deal with him. The mods would deal with him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I am bothered. I don't know. He started on a load of us, I think, to get clicks and views, but he's having his strings pulled. He is by a couple of
see,
others.
now he's trying to start on Boss Dog now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Weirdo, man. Jamie says, look,
Uh,
please take your troubles elsewhere.
um,
This is a peaceful channel.
Jamie's usually peaceful. I don't even know if it's the real one, but Jamie's usually quiet, chill. I've never seen him comment like this before, ever. So
Any
I don't know whether
any
it's
any
him or not.
mods in can check if that's the real Jamie or if that's an imposter. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
mean, I was a skeptic, but I thought, if I'm going to get into this and go on to all their investigations, over the next 12 months, then, I thought I'd build a channel, and just base that one purely on the investigations, and then I can put all my other stuff onto this channel.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's a good way to, protect yourself on YouTube as well, because you can use it as a backup if needs be.
Yeah, good thinking.
Not
I
to.
don't know. I don't know what the call is out there for people. I don't know if there's many people that are into the paranormal investigations, but I'm willing to
Mm,
give it a try and see what kind of response I get.
yeah.
Certainly better than drama.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had more than my fair share the last couple of weeks, and I
Yeah,
just can't be. To be honest, I'm just not responding.
I've
You
had a
know what I
couple
mean?
of idiots fucking trolling the life out of me, but one's from my hometown, and he's just a fucking weirdo. Um, Danny Jones, his name is,
Yeah.
and someone called Adam Lashbrook. I don't know if you've come across them,
No, I haven't. No.
but one's a weirdo from my hometown. He's a nobody. I've
Yeah.
already done investigations into him, and the area Telford he says he's from, the people don't like him, so that's not a worrying. Um, the other guy that started on me was I think his channel's AJ or Unlisted, um, and the information I've dug up on him just by searching through Google, he's got no space to dig up my past and mistakes.
Yeah.
I just can't believe there's still one or two haters
Yeah.
hating upon me that bad, through my mistakes. But I suppose I should have expected it, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm under no illusions. I know that I'm gonna get fucking grief on it because not everybody's gonna get on. You can try and be and chill as calm as possible. Still, everybody's not gonna get on.
Mm.
It's the
And
way it is on social. Yeah.
I'm not going to please everybody, am I? I mean, as long as I stick on my path, then I shouldn't really worry about what anybody else has got to say, really, should I?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I noticed that No More Lies had changed his name to AJ Smith.
NML, who's that? Ministry?
No More Lies.
No More Lies. Have I seen that
Um,
channel? I've seen that channel floating around.
yeah, he's a known troll, if you know what I mean. I've never had any problems with him. He's probably trolled me a few times, but I've never personally had any problems with him.
Mm.
Um,
I mean, and Anne-Marie, I mean AJ, as in Adam Lashbrook. I don't know if you've come across that account anywhere, but a right flipping idiot and fool he is. He put a couple of videos up from, if you cart your mind back to the back end of last year, when Expo went in on me,
yeah,
for me
Morning, Bomber.
supporting a certain individual. He started putting all them channel videos that he could find lurking around about me and my mistakes on the back end of
Yeah,
last year all over his channel. And I thought, mate, that's old news.
yeah,
You're like
yeah,
12 months behind the bloody times, mate, I said to him, and that was it then. But I'm going to get one or two clowns, and to me, I'll just ignore them.
yeah. It comes with the more subs and more popular it gets. It comes with that, doesn't it? That's you got to
Yeah,
expect it. Not
I
too
noticed
much
that they
though.
were saying to me that, oh, my channel's grown, and I said, well, what do you expect? If I'm going to put good content out, people are going to appreciate it, and obviously, my channel will grow, as with everybody's channel. But they seem to think that I haven't got the right to grow my channel because of the mistakes that I made last year.
yeah, yeah. With what you're doing, you are going to get an audience, aren't you? People are interested, so you're going to get a good audience. You're going to get a good sub count. You know,
Big up Brian PC.
morning, Brian. How's it going?
But
Yeah, I don't know which public enemy number I am, Brian, but I'm on I'm on their
you've
hit list.
you've got to be public enemy number 2 because I'm sure they've got me number 1. No one's ever
Yeah, I've
going to
had
take that
people.
spot off me, are they?
Yeah, I've had people openly offering to strike my channel for other channels in their chats. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Um, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous because I really don't fucking beef with anybody. You know,
mhm.
um, and from one day to the next, I'm fucking public enemy number one. But I was with Crinkle and that anyway because I won't have them on my platform. There's certain people that just won't fucking get the time of day off me anymore, ever.
They- They're going to hate it when I go up to Glasgow. And go shake hands with somebody that really wanted me dead the back end of last year. Yeah, I thought I'd take the wife for a breakaway. I mean, she deserves it.
Yeah,
And I thought I'd
yeah,
go up to Glasgow for 2 days and go and shake the hand of Mr. Humble.
yeah.
So I think I'm
I
going to get
mean,
some
nice
haters
to
for
get
that.
away for a
But
couple of days.
well, she deserves
Yeah,
it. You know what I mean? And um,
yeah,
a change of scenery for her, I think, will be just as good as what they say.
yeah. I think me and my missus is due a couple of days away at some point soon.
I mean,
She's like, but yeah, we going. Oh fucking hell, won't be long now. 5 days or something. My missus has had a new fistula needle insight done, so we've got to go down to the centre for a fortnight and get that working, so she can have her line taken out.
oh well. So I don't think they're going to chance that with my wife because they keep messing up so much with her fistula.
Yeah,
She's going to need that line, as a secondary backup.
yeah. That's why we've got to go down and. I think it's fucking 5 days, so it'll be 10 days altogether to get it going properly. But I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to buttonhole it yet or just sharp needles all the time.
Mm. See, sometimes I think my missus was saying that blunt needles work better on her arm than the sharp ones.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Well, I used to sharp my missus, and then they made it a blunt sight, which was all right. Um, Once it was established, she didn't have many problems with it, to be honest. Um, it worked for years until it just failed. But they've only got a certain lifespan, haven't they? So
mm, hey, have you heard the latest about that Idaho murders?
no,
I've seen on the news today they've arrested a guy over them 4 murders of them students.
yeah, um, I've been following an American channel that's been on it closely,
Mm,
and they've been like analysing CCTV footage they've got hold of and all this lot, um, trying to identify. Obviously the police investigation is going on, but
I think
this,
they've got him on DNA. I think they were saying on
yeah,
the news earlier.
yeah,
It's just whether he's done it as a target or whether he's a serial killer. That's what I want to know. Yeah, and then people that are going after this Matt Taylor, I ain't got a clue who the guy is. Like, I've not come across him
Yeah,
or spoke to him or associated with him. And the same two that were trying to come after me are the same two that are going after that guy, whoever he is, that Matt Taylor.
yeah, I don't know who he is.
I mean, I don't know why
But
people do it, man. I haven't got enough time in my life, to sit
no,
on YouTube. So I don't know how they can.
no, I don't watch a lot of telly or whatever, but I did a little bit of live with Andrew yesterday morning, and then moderated for a bit, but then shut it off. Then in the evening, completely gone. Turned all devices off, and
Yeah,
you
one
know,
emoji. He's a 28-year-old guy, and I think they arrested him 200 or 300 miles away, I believe. But they got him on DNA from what they were saying, so hopefully, I just want to see if it turns out if it was a targeted attack on the students, or whether he's an actual serial killer.
yeah, yeah, it's a mad one. Um, like I said, some of the CCTV footage they showed on this one channel was American channel. Um, they were analysing it, and obviously it had been released to the public, and they were sort of they really dissected it like really well. It was really well presented the way they fucking did it. Like so.
Mm.
Morning, Mr. Cole.
Or whether it's down to mental health, because some individuals over there in America, it turns out that they suffer from mental health and stuff. So it'd be nice
Yeah,
to see what the outcome is.
yeah. Oh, excuse me,
But
I'm
like I was
grunting.
saying the other day to somebody over there, and like over here, um, if you suffer from mental health, there's loads of organisations that you can go along to, and they can help you, get through it. Well,
Yeah,
over there in America, if you ain't got no money to pay for that sort of thing that we got over here for free, then they've just got to live with it for the rest of their life, with no help, because they've got to
yeah,
pay for everything over in America, ain't they?
yeah. They have. Yeah, that's it. If you can't afford health insurance, you're pretty much fucked, didn't you?
Yeah. So even if they do suffer mental health problems, they're never going to get cured or get help unless they've got money. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Or is it just that we're lucky that we've got it all for free?
yeah. I think we are lucky we got it all for free. I think sometimes we take it for granted, but
Mm,
I had fucking I've said it before on my channel. I fucking in the last year didn't deal with bereavement very well, and I had to carry on fucking just as if nothing had happened because of work and everything, and fucking like a year later it hit me, and I was lucky. I went to the doctor after my missus harassed me for ages, like got a low dose of an antidepressant, which helped me. I wasn't depressed; it was more agoraphobic and shit. Um,
mm,
but the mental health team were a bit slow, but I fucking got help through the job centre. They put me onto Mind, and I did an intensive course with Mind therapy course, and it was the best thing I ever did. Best thing I ever did. I've not had any sort of no mental health problems at all for a year.
bloody hell.
Well, just under a year. So beforehand, I hadn't really had any mental health problems. It was just I didn't deal with fucking bereavement and shit, and
Mm. I
sometimes
wonder
things
how
just
long
fucking
it'll be before. I wonder how long it'll be before over here goes like America, where we've all got to pay for our health care and all of that stuff. Because over the next couple of years, I can see it all going to cop, and we having to pay just like how it is over there.
Yeah, but we're lucky to have a free at source health system, but the way it's going at the minute and the way everyone is, saying virtually every hospital's overloaded, I think it's looking more likely that people are going to start buying private health insurance. Um, just as a
I know
normal thing
Booper's still.
to make sure
I know Booper's still around, but I don't know
yeah,
any other like private care things like Booper is. That's the only one I've ever heard of. To be fair with you.
yeah, yeah. My dentist was Bupa, and I was lucky to get in there. Um, and then when my job finished, I was lucky enough they kept me on as an NHS patient because they have sort of newly qualified locums come in to do the NHS treatment, but they do, they don't mess around. Obviously, they're there for training, so if you go in for a checkup, you get a full scale and polish um, and everything. So it's all good. I was lucky. I was lucky.
Mm. And Marie, that's true. You might not have to pay for it at the time, but when you get your big bill for about between 5k and 12k, for your healthcare bill, all it does is just going to keep putting people in debt for the rest of their life. Just to keep
Yeah,
themselves healthy.
yeah.
Who's
It
having
would be
their
nice,
NHS.
Brian, if the NHS was like Bupa, but I think it's going down the route that more people will be buying private health insurance and um, just as a normal, the same as we do with car insurance or home insurance,
Mm.
whatever. I think it might become that way, especially if the waiting times for stuff get longer for operations and just even consultations. People are going to go elsewhere.
Well, I phoned an ambulance for the missus, and because she wasn't too well, and it turned
Yeah,
up like 6 hours later. I was like, wow.
yeah. It's I find it ridiculous that ambulance crews have to stay with their patients until they've got an assigned fucking bed or spot or triage nurse or something. Because ambulances have stacked up outside A&Es,
Yeah,
being used as hospital rooms, if you like. It's ridiculous.
yeah,
And
it's
they've
ridiculous
not long
because, like you say, you could have 6, 7 ambulances stacked outside. Um, and if emergency calls come in, well, you know, what are they supposed to do? Just leave the patient in the corridor and go off to the next 999 call. Um, and then
I
sooner or
know
later you're going to get them striking, saying they
it's
want more
it's
money.
a catch and release. Yeah, but they've some may have even been the Welsh government have just audited a new super hospital that's been built close to me, and they rushed it open. And the statistics are absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. At one point, there was, I don't. It probably still the same. Like the 14-hour wait in A&E to be seen, just to be triaged. 4 or 5 ambulances stacked up outside because they moved the A&E departments from 2 hospitals into this one major hospital in Newport and another one in North Gwent. They closed the A&Es and moved them to this one. Oh, it's absolutely diabolical. It's diabolical.
Well, at one point they were going to shut the hospital in Telford and make everybody go to the hospital in Shrewsbury, but um, I think that was down to like funding, like the limitations on
Yeah,
funding and stuff. Um, but I mean, the both hospitals are still running. The one here in Telford and the one in Shrewsbury. So I don't know what happened. Whether the government gave the hospital here more funding
Yeah,
to keep it open, like, but it's certainly you certainly tell we're in hard times. I mean, when the NHS is at the top of the limit, you wonder, is the country in that much trouble? And the answer to that is yeah, because it's affecting the NHS service now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The two hospitals they moved the A&Es from are still fully open, um, just without their A&E departments. And I've got friends who work in the NHS, and a couple of them have said that the new super hospital there's uproar. The staff that they've taken from the other hospitals want to
Mm.
go back to the hospitals they were originally working at, and they want. Even the staff have been saying we want to reopen the other A&E departments, and they're just
It's
not
probably
having it.
because it's probably because they're doing double what they were doing before. Like in work wise. So the amount of work they get during their shift has probably doubled.
Probably, yeah, yeah, probably.
They'll be going on
Um,
strike next, aren't they, for wanting more money, which I believe that they have the right to ask for more money because the job's got a lot harder now for like the nurses, the doctors, and all of them. But at the same time, they know it's going to affect the emergency service.
yeah. Morning, Alan. Yeah, spent the whole shift in an ambulance waiting to admit a patient. Yes, well, they are using the paramedics as triages. Morning, Edward. Um, but you know, the paramedics are going to feel stuck with their duty of care as well, aren't they?
Mm,
I bet they don't like it, but they've got to do it. The paramedics and the ambulance crews, you know. It's
yeah.
I bet they're as like shocked and fucking disgusted as the actual hospital staff. But what can they do? They've got to do what's best for their patient.
Mm. And all governments seem to be able to do is borrow more money, from countries abroad, and it's just digging us deeper into that hole of debt. So you're not actually achieving anything. They're just trying to keep the country above water, but eventually, um,
Yeah,
we ain't going to be able to borrow any more money, and that's when I'm really dreading, what's going to happen.
yeah. It's it's fucking yeah. Well, every service is gonna is well, it's not going to. It is being hit. NHS train services, bus services, everything's fucking being disrupted at the moment, and
Yeah, you got poxy train drivers going on strike, and
yeah,
whatever makes them think that they should be entitled to more money, um, is beyond me. But we know when the country's in trouble, and that's when the NHS, you know, starts going a bit downhill.
yeah,
Um, but that's government for you, I
yeah.
suppose. It's down to
I
them.
will, yeah, I will say, a couple of weeks ago, um, the GP sent my missus down to the medical assessment unit at the new hospital. Um, and fair play, we were only there. We were straight into the medical assessment unit, which was full. There was like, I think, maybe 12 to 14 beds in there full with people in.
Yeah,
Um, this is just the assessment unit. And then there was my missus and another patient sat in this like cordoned off area. So that was 14, 16 patients in there. And that was just in the unit itself. That wasn't the waiting area. We bypassed the waiting area. The waiting
Mm,
area for the medical assessment unit was full, all the seating, and there was 3 or 4 gurneys in this little corridor with people on waiting to be assessed.
flipping hell.
Just because my wife's vulnerable and they wanted to um, give her an X-ray and shit on her chest and that. That we bypassed the wait-in period and went straight in. We were lucky, to be honest. But no, I saw.
Incidentally, up your way. You, um, just incidentally, just to have a look. You know, up your way. If you phone your doctor, how long have you
Yeah,
got to wait for an appointment? Down here, we've got to wait 2 weeks to get in an appointment.
yeah. You've got to know it up here 2 weeks in advance if you're going to be ill. Um, but they are pretty good. If you ring them as soon as they open in the morning and say, "Can I have an emergency appointment?" The receptionist will ask you what for, but they've always got a doctor with some spaces free for emergency appointments. Or they've got a doctor on just for emergency appointments, which is pretty good, really. But just for a normal appointment, for just a general checkup, or if you've got something minor wrong, it's at least 2 weeks.
Wow. See, down here we haven't even got. Well, the only chance you get, to get in early, even if you phone at like 8, half 8 in the morning, hoping if if someone hasn't turned up for their appointment, then you've
Yeah,
got like a 10% chance of getting in that day, like under them circumstances. But other than
yeah,
that, we've got to wait 2 bloody weeks, man, and I think that's disgusting.
yeah. It's terrible.
How can I book in
You don't.
advance if I'm going to be ill?
Yeah.
I can't
Well, that's
predict the
it.
future to know in 2 weeks' time that I'm going to be ill and need a doctor. And,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
That's it down here as well. They will try and push a telephone appointment on you. So if you ring up, even for an emergency appointment, they will say, "Are you okay with having a phone consultation?" And a couple of times in the past, I have done in the past, but a couple of times I said, "No, I'm not." And then they say, "All right, we'll come up at a certain time." Um,
Mm,
but yeah, they take to doing that here, phone consultations. I've had a couple of doses of antibiotics over phone consultations because they just try. Don't know why, but they're trying to avoid people going into the surgery because the CVID thing isn't a problem anymore. So why they've still got so many restrictions on people going into surgery, I don't know.
I mean, we still got to wear our face mask down this end when we go up the hospital. I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they say we got to wear, but I ignore it. And when I go in the doctors, I'll grab one off the counter, hold that on my mouth until I've said who I am, and go and sit down, and then I just put it in my pocket.
Mm. I mean, I'll have to look again in the next like year or so, the end of 2023. I'll see if it's improved, but I don't hold out much hope. To be fair, if not, it'd probably be worse. But um, I suppose if you've got an emergency case, then it might be different.
Yeah,
Especially like with your wife or my wife, if anything was, then I'd hope to think that they would drop everything, you know, and get her in, for an
yeah,
appointment. But then all they tell us is phone 999.
yeah. No, fair play. My wife's only got to say that she's feeling rough to dialysis nurses, or if they do checks and things a bit, uh, sats and all are a bit off, then she gets a place immediately on the transplant ward, which is where all the dialysis machines are in Cardiff. Um, but fair play to them, if she's ill, they find her a bed up there straight away. Like,
Mm. Well, when we went up to London for 2 nights, um, I didn't realise it, but her dialysis nurses could have stopped her from going. Um, they checked her intoxin levels and stuff,
Yeah,
and if it would have been like a little bit high, they wouldn't have let her go.
yeah,
But luckily for Jack, um, her intoxin levels were really good. So um, they did though. I found it cheeky. They phoned the hospital in Kingston to see if they had any spaces to do for her to do her dialysis while we were down there.
yeah,
And obviously Kingston Hospital was like fully booked, and I thought, wow, fucking hell, it's not
yeah,
like we're going away for 7 days. It's only like 2 nights. But they
yeah,
even wanted her to do dialysis down there, and um, when she come back um, on the Thursday and the Thursday, the Friday, and the Saturday, she done them 3 days to kind of make up for missing it on the Monday and the Wednesday.
yeah, yeah,
But I mean, they were very adamant that they were worried for going 2 days without it. Um, but luckily for Jacqueline, her intoxins levels were low. But I
yeah,
didn't realise that them doctors could have stopped her from going. I didn't realise that.
yeah. But a few times, well, I think it's on her notes that my missus is a fucking difficult patient because she plays up in the hospital terrible. Kicks off and they won't let her out to smoke and that.
Mm.
Uh, but
I mean,
you
she's
know
entitled
what she
to a
goes.
breakaway. She's entitled to a breakaway. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
to
we've
get
been
her
offered.
mind away from having to dialyse, like the same as your wife.
Yeah,
She's entitled, to have a breakaway to, you know, take that out of her mind. Even if it's just for 2 days.
yeah, yeah. Few of the sort of kidney charities have offered us holidays. We've had one or two just for 1 or 2 days, you know what I mean, or a 3 day break. But they have said there's places in Spain with British dialysis centres, and you can book into them. But like my missus said, would we really enjoy the hospital if she had to dialyse 4 out of the 7 days we were there, and the time it takes up yourself, it's it'd be a
I mean, you can't.
nightmare.
I mean, you can't call it a break, can you? Because she wants a breakaway, the same as my missus, where for them 2 days or 7 days, she can forget. Take her mind away from that, which is what the breakaway is for.
Yeah,
To do. Um, I mean, it's crazy. They need a breakaway. To change the scenery, even if it's just for two
yeah,
nights.
yeah.
Because it's not fair on them, is it really? Because they're not getting a break. Um,
No, like I said, once
and
new is settled, we'll be going away somewhere for a couple of days. Like,
but I'll date. I'll date if I went abroad to Spain, like, and they say that like Jack would have to dialyse in Spain. I wonder if
yeah,
we'd have to pay for that. We'd
mm,
we'd probably
uh,
have to pay for that, wouldn't we?
maybe I'm not sure. So I think the one kidney charity who does the holidays and that, I think they would arrange it, and it would maybe come as part of the holiday. I don't know, or there might be just a small fee. I'm not sure.
Well, I'd
But
imagine
I
we would have
know,
to pay through the
I
nose.
know there is fully private. Yeah, I know there is fully private centres over there, but with the one charity, you're entitled to a holiday every 2 or 3 years off them. And like I
Mm,
said, yeah, my missus has booked us a couple of just little caravan breaks with them for 3 days. Um, yeah, we've never really taken the piss, you
mm,
know, because they'll offer stuff all the time, and we just never taken them up on it really. Only a few times over the years.
mm. I mean, I'm planning like a couple of nights away in Glasgow, and I can't really afford it, but I think Jacqueline deserves another little breakaway.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's hard for them. It's easy for us, isn't it? Really, But um,
yeah,
it's one of them. I do believe like your wife and my missus, like they definitely deserve a breakaway at some point. Just so they can kind of refresh their batteries, as much as
yeah,
they can, and to take their mind away from, what they need to do, like every other day or every day. It's, prob- just something for them to look forward to, I think.
yeah. Well, that's it. We were going away pretty regularly, and it might have only been for like a night or two, but we find a cheap, go on like Booking.com or late rooms or something, and find
Mm,
somewhere in South Wales with a spa. Um, so we'd go and we'd book in and we'd use all the facilities, um, for the day we're booked in, and then before we got to book out or 10 in the morning or whatever, we'd use all the facilities again. So we really get our money's worth, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, or if it was 2 days, we'd really get our money's worth out of it. We'd really use the facilities like, the steam rooms and the pools and jacuzzis. But
That's why I
we
thought I'd pick Glasgow.
haven't
That's why I
since
thought
we
I'd
haven't been
pick
away since
Glasgow.
before
I say that Loch Lomond. I mean, they've got
because we
some
were going
beautiful
pretty regularly.
scenery down there. But right, I'm gonna jump off, buddy. Um, but it's always good to talk to you. And
Yeah, no worries, Steve. Cheers for coming on.
yeah,
I'm not
no worries, bro.
going
You
to be.
take it easy. I'll just go into listening mode now.
Yeah, cheers,
Take it
Steve.
easy, brother. Take it easy, ministry.
Cheers, Steve. I think my internet's a bit wobbly.
Much respect.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, big up to Steve for coming on. I'm just gonna. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on long now, guys. I've been live hour and 3 quarters, and I can hear my missus like doing dishes and shit at 10 to 6 in the morning. So I'll probably jump off and go and join her and do a bit of fucking tidying up. I'm supposed to be going out sometime this morning, but we'll see about that one. Especially with my snuffles, I don't want to be giving the grandkids a lurgy. I'm chuffed and absolutely blessed that I've had 30 in this morning for a 4 a.m. quick one. It's been excellent, apart from one person coming in who I'm not sure if it was Jamie or not, but I've never had a bad word with Jamie. I don't know if it was him. I don't know what he's on about, to be honest. Uh, you know, the other guy, I'll say, was the one that sort of came at me. So I'll just leave it there. I'm not going to argue with people. I'm not going to argue with, Jamie's comments. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. So, That's fair enough. Thank you, Nomad. Yeah, I'm going to get off. I'm snuffling and truffling, so... Oh. We got Brian backstage, who's got absolutely no chance because I'm just off. Yeah, I know, Marie. My internet's being a twat, so I'm just gonna drop it and play a video, and I'm out. Cheers, guys. I'll see you in the chat.
Please, 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 can you fucking stop shouting? It's really hurting my eyes and giving me piles, you cunt. This is your first warning, you motherfucking. Dog end eating, slop tray drinking, McDonald's bin dipping weasel. Ha 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 fuck nugget.